Hey guys, today we're going to be um today we're going to be exploring no, so like this is the first time I'm recording on Ubuntu. And it's just like when I was recording with OBS with this happened and I had to delete the footage, but here's the footage. Hey guys, today we're going to be using Ubuntu. Nah, this is not my first time using Ubuntu because like I downloaded it yesterday. Yeah. And oh my gosh, the hotkeys don't even work. I was like pressing F3 to pause the recording, but then so yeah, this happened and I didn't know this happened. So I decided to completely close the record. So I decided to put in the trash. It's because I kept on doing that, but it stopped it. I think it's because, well, there's like this thingy that pops up, and when you close it, it will cause that. Oh wait, it spells out dab. It spells out DAB dab. Yeah, it does. D-A bad dab. It just spells dab. Oh, so like when you favorite this and this, it like forms this. That's very smart. And I found this creepy profile picture that had these two games with creepy names on them, but are connected. But it doesn't really make sense at all. And I decided to leave that profile because it was too creepy for me. Instead of just investigating it, I just left it there. Oh! Look! This thingy-majingy reached to comfort. So we sadly can't play Roblox on Ubuntu because it's not available in Ubuntu software. I mean, we can try to download Wine. Yeah, it says it's potentially unsafe. But when you search up play on Linux, play on says it's potentially unsafe. So yeah, so like Linux viruses come from Ubuntu software, but but enough, but it's possible for viruses to infect Ubuntu because well, it's just like very rare if that happens. Cause like a Ubuntu virus is like very rare. So like Ubuntu has like a least chance of getting a virus. But on Ubuntu software, if it says potentially unsafe, if then it could like infect your computer thingy. But it doesn't really necessarily happen. And well, look, there's no built-in antivirus in Ubuntu. It's supposed to be secure. If they, it's supposed to be secure. Like, why does it not have a firewall? I enabled it in the terminal. So can but have to look for it every time. Yeah, same. But I love MS, but it's so tricky to get to read a non-BM file. And they also have their own website. And well, play on Linux is kind of terrible because it keeps on it keeps on saying that it crash and do you know the warning message if your program is still running. And it's also, and you can install it on Linux Mint software. Look, when I found a tutorial, it shows
or
this.
Inside of Ubuntu or really any Linux distro. To install Internet Explorer 8, we're going to be using Play on Linux. Play on Linux is a GUI version of Wine. Wine allows you to run Microsoft Windows applications on Linux. The first thing that we need to do is, of course, open up the terminal. From here, this is how we're going to be installing Wine and Play on Linux. Installing Play on Linux is actually really simple. All we need to do is type sudo apt-get install Play on Linux. From here, we can just...
You don't need to do that. You can just go on Ubuntu software and then install it from there.
enter our password. And from here, it will read all the information that it needs to install Play on Linux. From here, it will tell you how much disk space this application will take up. For me, it's just about 1.08 gigabytes. So I'm going ahead and click Y and go through. From here, it will download everything it needs, including Wine, Play on Linux, all that kind of stuff. It will download it, and then it will install it to your system. So this is pretty straightforward. You can really go do anything while it does this. This may take a little while to download and install depending on your SSD and internet speed. But other than that, this is pretty straightforward. Play on Linux has officially finished installing. From there we can open up our app launcher and scroll down and see that Play on Linux is now installed right here. From here we can just click on Play on Linux. The Play on Linux UI hasn't changed much in the last 5 years, so I'm going to say this is going to remain the same for a long time. From here we can go ahead and click the plus install button and allow Play on Linux to initialize all the program lists. After Play on Linux initializes its program list, we can go ahead and click on Internet. From here we have all kinds of different internet options, from Internet Explorer 1 all the way down to Mozilla Firefox, Opera, RaidCall, Safari 5, and all.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend you install Mozilla Firefox with a new version because, well, it's going to like mess up the new version of Mozilla Firefox, and then replace itself with the old ones, and then all of your data on the new version of Firefox is gone. So I don't recommend you install Mozilla Firefox because you already have it installed.
All this kind of stuff. If you've never used Play on Linux, I highly recommend taking a look at it, as it's very interesting. It has a ton of different interesting applications that you can simply just run on Linux. But of course, we're here for Internet Explorer 8, so we're going to click on that and click Install. From here, it will tell you how Play on Linux actually works. It uses a virtual C drive. We can go ahead and click Next, and then Next again. This tells you that results will be comparable from one computer to another, blah blah blah. You can just ignore that. Now here, this is the Play on Linux installation wizard. It'll tell you where this application will be installed. So for example, we're going to go in Home, Ubuntu, Play on Linux, wine prefix, IE8. This is where it will be installed. Now, the virtual drive for Internet Explorer 8 is going to be created. This is basically a virtual C drive that will allow Internet Explorer to think it's being ran on a real Windows computer. Now, for Internet Explorer 8, Play on Linux is downloading Wine 4.0.3. Again, depending on your internet speed, the speed of this download will vary. Now, it will ask you a few things. So for example, Wine could not find a Wine mono package. You can just click Install. From here, this is our first glimpse into, per se, Windows. As we can see, it has that Windows 9X style cancel, install.
I mean, you don't need to. I mean, we're not going to watch the full video, but if you want to install Internet Explorer, then fine. But some people, hate Internet Explorer, so I'm not going to watch the entire tutorial because, well, a lot of people because well, Internet Explorer was the most hated web browser, so bye guys. Oh, forgot the hotkey still don't work, so I have to do this.